Vintage guitars. In particular, this either 1963 or 1964, I'm not entirely sure on the year, Silvertone. I made a video about this guitar probably about a year ago. I think with a different YouTube channel actually, so I'll put a link in the downstairs description if you want to check that out. I recently restored this, so I'm making a new demo with the new fret job. It was pretty ugly. From the probably 14th fret on, it was like the end of the ski. Just really bad. I think for that one demo that I made before, I ripped the top 4 or 5 frets out just so that I can get the string actually low enough to make it actually even playable. And the reason I did that is just because I like the sound of this kind of weird pickup. The hardware on this, I don't have the whammy bar for it. It's not the greatest working tremolo system, but it's kind of cool. It's definitely vintagey, but it holds the strings in place, so I'll just leave it like that. The bridge is this kind of beat up rosewood. It's probably, it's definitely seen better days. It's not too terribly bad on intonation. It's in tune-ish enough, I guess. The neck on this, and I still have the original painted neck, which you can probably see it's chipping off. It's a really weird texture to be playing on, but I decided to keep the paint on it. It just looks cool. I have another couple of guitars that I sanded to finish off the back, and I can actually prefer the feel of sanded off wood. But seeing how this is from the 60s, I'm just going to leave it as is. Even though I did have to sand quite a bit off of the fingerboard. You can probably see just how thin that one part is right there. See? One part right here. See how thin that is compared to what it looked like before. And that's just how bad it was. I mean, it was crazy. But it sounds great. The tuners, one side of the tuners, this side, are original. One, I think it was like the G and the B, stopped working. But one of my friends had a Yamaha guitar that it was actually this side that I think some of the tuning stuff wasn't working quite right, and it just happened. I mean, they're both Japanese made, I believe so. And the tuners line it up perfectly, so you know what? It's just gonna have some character in the headstock. Oh yeah, it has a great sound to it. Very basic, obviously just volume and tone. I did all the rewiring. These are, I believe, Fender brand potentiometers. And I wired it up, so I mean it's wired the same as any single pickup guitar with the volume and tone. Yeah, it has a nice chimey sound to it. It sounds great through the clean channel. But I totally dig the retro vibe of this thing, and just the body shape of it and everything. It looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. You can see just how chipped away the paint is on it. I actually acquired this guitar probably 6-7 years ago. I was helping this really nice gentleman redo the roofing on his garage, and I had to move some stuff, if I remember right. I had to move some stuff on the inside of the garage around for storage or whatever, and I came across this guitar, and there was another guitar in there. I don't have it with me at the moment, but I fixed it up a little bit, and he was actually nice enough. He goes, "You can have these." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll take them." And what was it 5-6 years later, I finally got around to fully getting them in playable condition. Yeah, there's not too many. There's not much to say about this guitar, I guess, other than it is in really good condition, especially for being in a garage, an uninsulated, unheated garage for probably the majority of its life. The neck was pretty straight except for just that one spot. I sanded it down with the StewMac 9.5-inch radius beam, or sanding beam, which was pretty helpful in getting this straightened out. But yeah, the knobs, these knobs are not original. They kind of look sort of vintagey, so I decided to put those on there. I saw a picture of what the knobs actually look like after I bought them, and yeah, I might change them. But yeah, it plays nice. Definitely it'll be a great guitar that I'll put in my arsenal when I start needing guitars, either for a different sound or just a crazy tuning that I don't want to have to waste time on stage tuning my guitar. I'll just swap them out and call it good. Because, you know, all guitarists like having as many guitars on stage as possible, because that's kind of what we do. I also had to take a Dremel tool and kind of cut away at the spot where the truss rod accesses, because it actually wasn't big enough to fit tools in to adjust it, because it needed adjustment, so I ground that away a little bit. Obviously, you know, all the stuff that I did to it took away from its vintage value, I guess, but it's not an overly valuable guitar in the first place, and second, I want to play it. I also put copper foiling all on the inside, so it's actually pretty quiet for a vintage guitar. I'm going through this Orange Rockaverb 50. It's the first series. I actually bought it 3 years ago when I was in Texas. thanks for watching this video. I have other guitars I'll probably be demoing that I've tinkered with or modified in some way or another. So hit that subscribe button, as what most YouTubers say, and thanks for watching.